So welcome to Getting Started with Microsoft Azure Stack as a developer. I'm Kirtana Venkatraman, and I'm the program manager on Compute for Azure Stack. This is my colleague, Michaela.
I don't have a microphone, but I'm Michaela. I'm program manager in Azure Stack as well.
All right. So thank you, everyone, for coming. So to start off, I'm curious how many of you are familiar with Azure? OK, so that's almost everybody. But how many of you are familiar with Azure Stack? OK, cool. So if you're not familiar with Azure Stack, what I really want to tell you is Azure Stack is an extension of Azure. So we take all the Azure consistent services and tools and make it available as a 4 to 16 node system that you can place in your own data center. So as a developer, what we want you to understand is all of the knowledge that you have of developing applications on Azure, you can bring it down to Azure Stack and just apply it as is. So this will really help up speed your development process on Azure Stack. So now that I've spoken a little about what Azure Stack is, I'll actually get to the session learning objectives. At the end of this session, what I want you to be able to do is understand the different ways to target an Azure Stack. And then I want you to know how to develop workloads using the consistent tools and services we have. And then be able to try the Azure Stack Development Kit for these applications just to make sure that it works on Azure Stack. So I'd like to start off by talking about some of the hybrid use cases very briefly. The 3 hybrid use cases that you think about when you talk about Azure Stack is 1, edge and disconnected solutions. So this is typically maybe on a factory floor or a mine shaft when you don't have connection to the internet all the time, but you still want the power of Azure in your own data center. The second is cloud applications to meet varied regulations. This I typically see in either financial institutions or governments where they have a lot of regulations to meet, and they're maybe not as comfortable with the public cloud yet, and they really want the power of Azure still in their data center, so Azure Stack again. And finally, the cloud application model on premises. So if your customers have legacy applications, or if you have legacy applications and you really want to modernize and use the cloud application model, but you're not ready yet and you're not comfortable yet, and so you want to take the first step forward. And that first step might be Azure Stack, and the second step might be your Azure cloud. So now that I've kind of spoken about the hybrid use cases too, as a developer, the first thing that you want to know is how do you target an Azure Stack? And that's really where Azure Resource Manager, ARM, comes up. So you might be familiar with ARM, so Azure Resource Manager, on Azure, which abstracts the underlying compute, network, and storage components. Azure Resource Manager helps deploy, manage, and monitor resources as a group. And you can automate solution deployment by maybe creating an ARM template and targeting an ARM endpoint for the environment. So this ARM endpoint might be Azure, it might be GovCloud, it might be China Cloud, but it also might be your own Azure Stack. Each Azure Stack has an Azure consistent self-contained instance of ARM that is able to process REST API calls. And because of this, you can run Azure Stack disconnected from the public internet, and you can still continue to deploy your favorite applications and access them. So there are different ways to target ARM, and these work across Azure and Azure Stack as well. So it could be CLI, PowerShell, your various SDKs, the ARM templates, as I mentioned, and even Terraform. So I want to demo what the ARM endpoints look like on Azure and Azure Stack, and also show you the consistent portal experience that we have. All right. So you might be familiar with this. So this is management.azure.com. And this is the ARM endpoint on Azure. Let's look at the ARM endpoint on Azure Stack. So it is management.local.azurestack.external. And that's because that Azure Stack is on my local data center. And so it has that local endpoint that you can access. But it looks and feels the same and gives you the same exact results. Looking at the portal experience, you know this. You've seen this. This is the Azure portal. And then this is the Azure Stack portal. So the first thing I want you to see is on the top left corner, it says Microsoft Azure Stack and not Microsoft Azure. So we had to put it in there because a lot of our customers just couldn't tell the difference between the portals, and they had no idea which one they were using. And the second thing that I want to tell you is look at that URL. It is portal.local.azurestack.external. So again, you're accessing the portal of your Azure Stack. So we have our own portal instance running too. So you can continue to deploy workloads through the portal, disconnected from the internet, and you can continue to deploy workloads through either an ARM template, CLI PowerShell, whatever it is, by targeting that ARM endpoint, which also runs inside this Azure Stack. So now that I've kind of spoken about the consistent ARM, the consistent portal, we also really have to think about the consistent services. So we have everything that you would need. So we have the virtual machine scale sets. Of course, that comes with the network, the storage, and the key vault. So you have the virtual network, the gateways, blobs, tables, and queues, and of course, the key vault so that you can store your application secrets. And then we have the Azure App Service so that you can feel comfortable building websites across Azure and Azure Stack. We have Azure Functions, and then containers. So as we realized customers are modernizing the way they build applications, we really had to bring containers in. And finally, we have the Azure Marketplace. So the Azure Stack Marketplace is actually a subset of the Azure Marketplace, and we only brought those items in, and we're constantly bringing new items in that really make sense to Azure Stack. So what makes sense to those use cases that I talked about? And now that I kind of spoke about what's there, I also want to talk about what's new. So as a part of Ignite, we have a ton of new announcements to make. And so I'll go over section by section on what's new. So let's look at the section of virtual machine scale set, networking, storage, key vault. So the first large thing is that we have managed disks. So we saw a bunch of customers that have been using managed disks on Azure, and they really wanted that same consistent experience on Azure Stack. So why managed disks is really important to you is because at first, it takes away the storage account object. So you can easily manage all your disks. And these disks have all of the ARM properties too. So they have RBAC, they have tags, they have locks, they have everything. And then comes with it snapshots and images as well. So snapshots allow you to take a point-in-time backup of your virtual machine that you can restore any point later. And images, we haven't released this yet, but today I'm going to show you a sneak peek. But images allow you to capture your VM so that maybe later on you can specialize it. You can share it with your colleagues so they can specialize it. So that's that. But as a part of bringing in managed disks, what was important is we rolled up the API versions too. There was just a dependency there. So we rolled up the compute, network, and storage API versions. But really what this means for you is if you have templates on Azure that are using these API versions, they will seamlessly work on Azure Stack. You should just be able to copy and paste. No more changes required. And of course, when you roll up API versions, you also get some new features, right? So the first one is large block blobs. So now you can store a single large block blob of up to 4.75 terabytes. So that's just a lot more data that you can put into a single block blob. We also realized that customers want a consistent experience to query resource metrics and activity logs through the same REST API and portal experience. So we had to bring in Azure Monitor. And finally, the same storage data transfer tools that you are used to using on Azure too. So the first one is AZ Copy on Linux. So that same AZ Copy experience that you've always had on Azure for Linux, we wanted to bring it in for Azure Stack. So now you're able to not only move data from a different environment into Azure Stack, you can also move it between storage accounts in Azure Stack. And lastly, blob views. This is so that you can access your existing blob data through the Linux file system. Actually, this was announced on Azure only a couple months ago, and top requested feature, so we brought it in. So I want to bring up my developer. Her name is Lauren, and she works on my team, and she's been working super hard with her team to bring managed disk for us. I'd like to invite her on stage so that she can show you a more real-world scenario of why managed disk would be useful to you as a developer.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and like Kirtana said, I'm a developer on the Azure Stack Compute team. I'm really excited to be here to show you what we've been working on and how I would use managed disk in a real-world scenario. So what I have up right here is the Azure GitHub repo, and I'm navigated to the quick start templates that they have published here. I think this is one of the easiest ways to just get started with Azure and Azure Stack, because you just deal with JSON files that define all of those ARM resources that you're going to deploy. In particular, I'm looking at this Jenkins quick start template. My team uses Jenkins all the time to continuously validate our code that we change each day. So here we are. I'm just going to go straight to this JSON template and grab that raw JSON file. Thank you. Okay, so now I'll jump over to Azure Stack and start my template deployment. So I can just navigate here, go to edit the template, and now I can just paste that template straight from Azure to Azure Stack. I don't have to make any edits to this template at all. And one thing I wanted to show you is that if I scroll up here and go to that compute resource that's defined in this template, you'll see here's the compute virtual machines, and the API version is 2017-0330. This is that new API version rollup that we just launched. And it will have managed disk, so we'll be deploying managed disk with this deployment. So now I'll go in, edit my parameters, just a few things to put in here, the username for the Linux VM that will be created, my password, a prefix for that Jenkins instance that's going to be stood up so I can access that in the future, and that's pretty much it, and just a resource group. So that's all I need to do to start creating this deployment. This will take a couple minutes to complete, so I'm just going to jump over to one that I did just last night. And this is what it looks like when it's complete. Here are all the ARM resources that were deployed for that Jenkins instance. And if I jump right over here, this is the exciting part. Here's my Jenkins dashboard. It's completely ready to use. It was really simple to set up, and I can start working on my validation pipelines. I'll jump back to that resource group and kind of drill into these resources. So here's my VM. I go in here. I want to show you guys the managed disk that just GA'd. I have an OS disk, and I can click into here, and we see that we have a 30 gig Linux image. And up here, this is also a new resource, which is called snapshots that Kirtana just mentioned. So I can create a snapshot of my OS disk, which is like a copy of that disk at that point in time. If I go back to that VM, I can also see from the overview tab, I can see the capture button. And I can actually capture this VM and create an image resource. I'll jump over and show you what those actually look like so you can get a feel for what that really means. So here's my snapshot of that OS disk. It'll look exactly like that OS disk at the point in time that I took the snapshot. So it's still 30 gigs. And now it's an ARM resource that I can use on other VMs. And then here's that sneak peek of the images resource. This will be coming in a future update of Azure Stack, but I'm really excited about it because I was just working on it. And if you look at it, I use the Jenkins VM as my source virtual machine here. And it really is just basically your storage profile here. So it took down that I had one Linux OS disk, and I didn't have any data disks for my VM. So now I can use this image resource to create multiple and multiple VMs with that same kind of storage profile. That's all I have for you. I'll pass it back to Kirtna.
All right. Thank you for that exciting demo, Lauren. So moving on to the next section of new features. So on the serverless app service and container side, app services just announced a new update. So that's update 1.3. What I really want you to get from here is a whole bunch of customers are using app service on Azure. I mean Azure Stack, and Azure, of course. And they're constantly bringing in all of those new Azure features as an update on Azure Stack. And so I'd highly encourage you to go ahead and download this update. And then I think the two big announcements really here are we have a Kubernetes cluster template that's available in the marketplace and a Service Fabric cluster template that's available in the marketplace. This is really to help you be able to set up these resources as quickly as possible. So what's the big thing that I want to mention here is the Kubernetes cluster template and the Service Fabric cluster template are not the AKS and the SFRP on Azure. They are Kubernetes on IaaS and Service Fabric on IaaS. This is really a really quick method for you to be able to deploy these resources. And the Kubernetes cluster is now public preview, and the Service Fabric cluster is now GA. And on Marketplace, on the open source section, we've had a ton of templates come in through some of our ISVs, and also a ton of images come in. And some of these templates are by the biggest ISVs on Azure. So one of them is Bitnami. So Bitnami announced a couple of new templates, the first one being MongoDB with replication. And I'll show you in a little bit how easy that is to set up from the marketplace. They announced Redis with HA, and they'll have TensorFlow up in a week. So these quick start templates are literally the quickest and easiest things that you can use to set up these resources. And I'll show you a demo. And on the open source side, we've had support for Pivotal Cloud Foundry. And of course, if you really wanted to set up a Kubernetes cluster in production level SLAs today, you can do using Red Hat OpenShift. And we also announced that Terraform resource providers support Azure Stack too. Finally, on the blockchain side, we noticed that a whole lot of customers were using it, and a whole lot of customer use cases came out of it. And so we really had to bring an Ethereum blockchain solution template in. So it is super, super quick to be able to deploy this. And I want to direct you to the open source session later this week by Walter Oliver. He's one of my colleagues, and he'll demo all of these. So I'd like to show you a quick demo here. Let me see if I can get to it. So I'm logging into my Azure Stack instance. I'm going to create a resource, and this is going to be my MongoDB with replication Bitnami template that I mentioned. So it's right here. And I don't have to enter in all that much, so I just have to enter in the passwords. It creates a replica set, and you can choose the number of slave machines and arbiter nodes. So I'm just going to leave it at the default. And then create the resource group. Finally, provide the details to get into that Linux virtual machine that it will create. Here you have the chance to choose your VM size. I'm just going to leave it as is. And then, of course, the data disk size. So the validation has passed. After this, all I have to do is click OK and let it create. But I have something set up already, so I'm going to go to that. So what it created here was 3 different virtual machines, MongoDB 0, 1, and 2. And it put all of those in an availability set. So it made sure that it was highly available too. And of course, it's all replicated. So let me show you that. So here I have my primary, and it has the Ignite 2017 field. And here is my secondary with the same field, and I had to do 0 work to have it up there. So this is how easy it is to use some of the available solution templates in the Azure Stack Marketplace. So I highly encourage you to go try some of these out, because they're just so easy. We don't want you developers to spend a whole lot of time in building the platform. We want you to spend all of your time building applications on Azure Stack. So now that I've talked about the consistent services on Azure Stack, what's really important is to also understand the consistent tools. You should know that the tools and services are consistent across Azure and Azure Stack, and I want my colleague Michaela to talk to you about it further.
Thank you. All right, so we don't have only services, but also tools that are consistent across Azure and Azure Stack. And those are just a table of what is available. Visual Studio Cloud Explorer. Those are, I'm pretty sure as a developer, you're using those tools every day. And those are support Azure Stack. But also CLI, PowerShell, if you notice, the name that didn't change. Those are called Azure CLI, Azure PowerShell. And this is because Azure Stack is an extension of Azure. So before going into details among all those tools, Cortana before mentioned Harm. It helps you to organize different resources as you want and incrementally update your application. But as a developer, you need to remember that for all resource providers, there's an API version that you might to understand and remember. So as a developer, this might be complicated. So we came up with a fix of this issue. Azure Resource Manager API profile. This is a set of space, name, API version. And so in this case, you need just to remember just a single number for the API profile that are tied up all your API version in one single group. So CLI and PowerShell, both of them support profiles as well and support authentication to Azure Stack. And PowerShell also have modules in GitHub that help you to get started with Azure as well in Azure Stack. So let me give you a demo on those two tools. All right, as you can see here, before Cortana mentioned Harm endpoint. Now in PowerShell, you can simply target your ARM endpoint with a single command line, this one here. So this allows you to target your Azure Stack environment. But what I want to show you here is that in PowerShell, I can log in into my Azure Stack account, tenant account, as well Azure account. In the same manner, I have to specify the tenant ID, the subscription that I want. So let me do this. I have to pass a couple of steps of authentication. All right, and as you can see here, I can log in into my Azure Stack environment. It's the same thing I can do in Azure. So let's do this together. There's a couple of more steps here. Because we love security. Finally, the token. And it's taking a little bit of time. Of course, the environment crash.
Looks like we're having some network connectivity issues. Yep. Yeah, it looks like you're having some network connectivity issues. Let me log into mine. Okay.
And we're almost there. All right. So this is, just want to give you an overview of what I was planning to show you. With PowerShell, but also in CLI, you can definitely log in into your Azure account as well as Azure Stack account. Simple line command, identical both of them. And selecting the active environment you want to use, then you can work either on Azure or Azure Stack. How? Just using the same commands in PowerShell. Same things on CLI. So those are two powerful tools. They are consistent in Azure as well in Azure Stack. OK, so we are back. OK, so if I'm selecting these, OK. So in the meantime, PowerShell. So what I want to show to you, again, PowerShell and CLI, both of them, you can use it to target Azure Stack and Azure as well. And the idea that I had is create a simple resource group named AS7. What we can show you here, by selecting Azure Stack environment or Azure Cloud environment, I can either have my, as well in Azure, the resource group created with PowerShell as well in CLI. Same thing for in my Azure tenant account. So let's, hold on a second. But you can do more. And as you can see here again, so AS7, which is the resource group that I created through PowerShell, is the same resource group that I created in Azure account and my Azure account as well here. And this is both with PowerShell and CLI. Single command and powerful tools. So let's switch back to the presentation. And let's move on. So Azure SDKs, again, those are the same in Azure as well in Azure Stack. And they can target both the two environments, which means you can have a choice of languages at the same development model against both clouds. We recently extended the SDKs to support Azure Stack by enabling API profile to capability to .NET and Java, and those are the biggest announcement we made this week. But if you wanna learn more, please attend the session that Shri and Siddiq will have on Thursday, talking about how to use SDKs across Azure and Azure Stack, and also DevOps in Microsoft Azure Stack. So we talk about PowerShell. I try to make work in the demo that I had, PowerShell, CLI, SDKs, but also Visual Studio. I'm pretty sure that as a developer, you're using every day, and Visual Studio can target now Azure as well as Azure Stack. In particular, we have Cloud Explorer that supports Azure Stack, and I'll give you in a second a demo on how with Cloud Explorer you can work across all your subscription that works either on Azure or Azure Stack. So let me try this. So now we are in Visual Studio. And as you can see here in Cloud Explorer, I have all my subscription that runs either in Azure as well in Azure Stack. So for example, here I have this subscription from Azure, but as well I have my own subscription here that runs in Azure Stack. All those are identical. They show up in this menu exactly in the same manner, and I can interact with them in the same manner as well. So let's do this, and let's create a new project. Azure Resource Group. So as you can see here, there's a quick start templates provided by GitHub. They are both working in Azure and Azure Stack. But the beauty is that the templates, Azure Stack GitHub templates, can be deployed in Azure Stack as well in Azure. But also the Azure templates can be deployed in Azure as well in Azure Stack. So you have a really a combination of the two. So let's, for example, select the Azure Stack Quick Start template, and let's create a storage account. Okay, here I have my project. And as you can see here, this is the JSON file template that you have to already implement it here. So if I want to deploy, I have the possibility to do it in Azure as well in Azure Stack. So what it's doing right now, and you see here running, is basically it's trying to connect to all my subscription that I have in Azure Stack. So there's many. Okay. So let's select Michela demo, resource group, the one that I created before through PowerShell or CLI. And deploy. So because we are running in Azure Stack, I had it prepared for you, the one that I used before. And sorry, we're not in Azure Stack, we are in Azure. Here, yes. So we have a storage account that we built using an Azure Stack template. We built it in Azure, and this is a storage account. So with Visual Studio, we have the possibility to target as well Azure or Azure Stack. But there's more. There's Azure Stack Development Kit. This is a real solution system that you can really you have a full experience of the cloud operator. It's a free dev task cloud environment. It's a single node deployment, and it has consistent APIs, services, and tools, as well as we discussed for Azure and Azure Stack along all these sessions that we presented today. So you really can prototype applications that are consistent across all Azure clouds. Also learn, if you are interested, and do your demo, and prepare your IT teams. So you can really think that by clicking this green download button, you have a full cloud experience of Azure and Azure Stack in single one node. And Azure Stack Development Kit is consistent across all Azure clouds. So you can install it in your on-prem, in your data center easily. It's a free tool that we provided to you. But just make sure that there is a minimum software and hardware requirements prior to do that. And everything is well documented, so please check it out, this link. And also make sure that the network is different from the integrated system. Integrated system is a 4 to 16 nodes today. It's a multi-node system. ASDK is being integrated behind the net. So VPN connection to Azure is not supported through the net. You can also still deploy in a disconnected environment, so through ADFS. So we love to hear from you. Please stop by, ask more questions at the end of the session, use the user voice. And if you have an application that runs in Azure, please make sure that validate it in Azure Stack Development Kit. And then once you think that you can afford the investment to the multi-nodes, migrate to the multi-node system, which is an appliance that range between 4 and 16 nodes today. And all the Azure Stack team is here to present different sessions. So if you want to have more details on SDKs, for example, DevOps, how to use VSTS in Azure as well in Azure Stack, please make sure you attend the sessions. We love you to be there. And thank you so much to be here. And there's a couple of minutes for Q&A.